Anyway, I'm going to be talking about something I'm calling the unstoppable force that propels your destiny. And actually, this was inspired by a YouTube video, a TEDx talk by a guy named Dan Locke, but it really hit me. And I started writing down notes of things that he was saying. So Dan had a friend that he used to travel with, or was a business partner or something. This guy was he would run every day. That was part of his like staying in shape thing. And he would not, no matter what, whether the weather or the circumstances, no matter where they were staying, he would run. Even if he had to run in the hotel hallways, he would always get his run in. And one time Dan asked him, he goes, "Man, you were so disciplined with this. You've never missed a day in however many years." And he goes, "Well, how did you do that?" So he was looking for like a best practice, or was there something with his mindset? Was it something was he just like hardcore disciplined? Was it willpower? So he asked his friend, "How do you do that? How do you stay so consistent?" And the guy gave him a real simple answer. He goes, "I'm a runner, so I run." And it really like struck home with him and me when I heard him talk about it. But here's this first quote. He goes, "We all act consistently with who we believe we are." I'm going to repeat that. We all act consistently with who we believe we are. So in the case of Dan's friend, he says, "I am a runner, therefore I run." It's simply who I am. It doesn't take willpower. Yes, it's a habit, and there's definitely physically things you can do to develop a habit, but it's also a mindset of who you believe that you are. For me, if I was to apply this to my own life, like music and the written word have been two things that I can trace back to childhood. So in my case, I would say I am a writer, therefore I write. And so it's something I'm writing usually on a weekly basis. I'm also a musician. So I'm a musician, therefore I play music and I write songs. So here's what I want you to do. And I want you to post a comment, an I am statement. Like for me, like I said, I am a writer, therefore I write. I'm a musician, therefore I play music. I'm a performer, therefore I perform. Give me an I am statement that you know is true. Okay. So there's some that we know are true. There's some that we're still kind of working to feel that authenticity about it. But I'm curious, just post something that you know to your core is true. It could be I am a father, or I'm a good parent. It could be I am a great spouse or husband or partner, or whatever term you want to use for that. If you're in the creative field, are you an artist? Are you a writer? Are you a musician, a singer? So I talked earlier about why people don't, reach their goals and New Year's resolutions, and why we don't, we start off, we're super motivated. We're excited about doing something. Maybe it's losing weight. Maybe it's writing a book, creating something. And then we get sidetracked. And so one of the reasons is that we don't completely buy into that's who we are. The reason you don't stick with a goal that you've set is because you haven't truly embodied that beingness of it. So I'm going to say that again. The strongest force in human nature, let's say, is the need to remain consistent with how we see ourselves. So the question is, how do you see yourself? And it's okay if it's not 100%. It's okay to have the self-doubts and the uncertainty, but becoming aware of that is the first step to firming that up, or making some changes in that regard. Because your self-image can definitely change over time. You're not stuck with however you feel right now in this moment or at this stage of your life, or even if you've been feeling unworthy for decades, you can still slowly change it. For instance, when I was in grade school and high school, I did not feel like I was a musician. I did not feel like I was a performer because I was shy, socially awkward at times, didn't go on dates for a long time because I got nervous around girls, back then. Luckily, I overcame that eventually. So my self-image changed as you take action, as you celebrate little victories. You can alter your behavior. You can alter your self-image to where you are feeling more confident about that, where you can say, I am this. I deal with a lot of creative people and have over the years given many workshops and attended conferences and things. And quite often I'll say to someone, "Oh, what do you do in the creative world?" Or "What's your passion project?" say something like, "Oh, are you a writer?" And then they go, "Well, no, I'm not. I don't make money at it." Or they kind of qualify it like if they're not professional, or it's just not their full-time job, they're not actually a writer. But I think you can embrace that. You could, if you enjoy writing or if you enjoy planting flowers, you can say, "I'm a gardener," or whatever it is. You don't have to have some preconceived, level of achievement. You don't have to be making money at it or winning awards or have a published book to be a writer. They're putting some sort of circumstances or external criteria on it when they should just say that's who I am. But anyway, and what I'm encouraging you to do is to examine, how do you see yourself? What is your self-image in these different areas of your life? And in some areas, some roles that you play in life, you're going to feel very strongly about. Yes, that's who I am. I'm really good at this. And others, you're going to say, not so good. I need to do a little work. And that's okay. The first step is just becoming aware of these things. Yeah, and that's why visualization is so powerful, because you can all slowly alter that self-image that you have. So the first thing that people ask when they think they want to lose weight, they want to do this, they want to do that, whatever the goal is how do I do it? What are the steps to get there? And then, of course, if you start doing the hows, doing the action, which I'm a big proponent of taking action. There's so many people that just stay stuck in the realm of the mental and only doing affirmations. So yeah, the action is so important. I want to stress that. But when you do that without figuring out your beingness as you're pursuing it. So Dan suggests, instead of asking how, just what are the steps I need to take? He goes, who? He goes, 3 questions that start with who. Who do I have to be to dream again? That's a great one, isn't it? Who do I have to be to dream again, to think about the possibilities of my life instead of downplaying or watering down my ambitions? Who do you have to be to dream again? Here's another one. Who do I have to be to live the life I want? Who do I have to become to live the life that you want? Another one is, this is more of a kind of a 3D feet on the ground aspect of it, but who do I have to be to get the results that I want? Because when you set goals, you are thinking about a results. If you're wanting to lose weight, there's maybe a certain number of pounds. There's a certain waistline that you want to get. If it's a book, you want to have that book in a finished product. You want to have available for sale on Amazon or whatever your goal is. Is it a digital album that you want to create? Is it a workshop? The result you want is the end result. Who do you have to become to get the results you want? Another one that is not addressed here, when you're pursuing a goal, how do you want to feel? That's come up a lot in the interactions that I've had with all of you leaving comments on my videos, is the importance of that feeling. How do I want to feel as I'm pursuing this goal, which ties into your beingness, your self-image. And also, what's your big why? It's another one I've talked about. Why do you want this goal? The why is the thing that fuels you, but it's all tied into, are you being the type of person, or becoming, I should say, the type of person, and maybe you already are, and you're just not acknowledging it. That's another thing. You're probably already there, but you're just not giving yourself credit for being prepared and being completely able. A lot of times people will hold themselves back because they think they need more information, or they need all their ducks in a row, or whatever. You've heard that term. And I think you could take action from where you are now. You have all the abilities to pursue the things that you want. You just have to own it and do those affirmations to where you feel that I am a writer, I am a mother, I am a workshop leader, whatever the thing is, and then take inspired action. So earlier I asked you to post an I am statement that you knew without a doubt to your core is currently true. But now I want you to post something that maybe is a little bit of a stretch. Maybe you're not quite there yet. It's something you aspired to. So what's the one sense of beingness that would dramatically improve or change or transform your life? If you could truly own an I am statement, I am, it could be a role like an artist or a writer or a musician, or it could be a feeling, an adjective. So post that. What is a feeling or a type of self-image that if you could totally embrace this, it would just transform your life? Go ahead and post that. So this is like the first step to publicly acknowledge that and move toward that, to where eventually just a set sense of knowing that you will feel more and more confident about that thing.